before I actually decided to be done with the hip hop corner, do y'all know I actually met DC Young Fly? Do y'all know I actually had a conversation with DC Young Fly? I'm talking about I actually saw him and had a conversation with him about being on the show. If y'all want to hear this story, I can tell y'all this story too. But what was crazy, to get to my DC Young Fly story, shout out to y'all for being here and listening to me, man. Can't even believe y'all care. But I care about y'all. So the funny thing is, with DC Young Fly, I thought he was coming to my city, right? Tulsa. And I literally had, matter of fact, just a week prior to that, was at the point that we was like done. Like I had logged out of everything. Like we were done. And I found out DC Young Fly was coming to the city. And I'm like, thanks, Denny. And I'm like, he's been really talking a lot about his faith. He makes sure that in his sets, he speaks about his faith. I saw him have a conversation, or I saw his speech at his, wife's funeral. And, that whole situation had just happened. And I'm like, he's the type of person I would like to showcase on the Hip Hop Corner. You know what I'm saying? He's the audience that we're for. He is us, we are him, in the sense of he's out here, you see him in the trap, everything about him is authentic, real. He may cuss a little bit, he may smoke, he may whatever he does, but he's always going to give you the truth. God is always in control. He's always speaking about it. He doesn't care the setting that he's in. That's the type of people that we're for. That's my tribe, right? So I'm like, then I see him. I think at one point I saw him with Lecrae prior to that. Lecrae had just been on the trap, but I think I had wound up seeing him somewhere else with Craig. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, but I just, I'm really just done with the Hip Hop Corner. Like, I'm done. And so I'm like, man, but this would be a dope ass opportunity, right? So I'm like, I see he's coming. I'm like, man, let me get some tickets. Like, let me get some tickets. My wife loved DC Young Fly. We love DC Young Fly as far as, seeing him on Wild 'N Out, watching him on Facebook back in the day. Like, whatever. Like, I don't have to. Whatever. So we're like, regardless, we want to go to the show anyways, right? So we get the tickets. We get the tickets first. And after we get the tickets, I'm sitting, I'm chilling, and like, just these balls go off. And it's like, yo, he likes hip hop. He's got a church background, or a Christian background, rather. Have a conversation with him about. Oh, hold on. So it's like, hey, just go to the show, and then light bulbs go off, and I'm like, dang. Like, man, with him being, our tribe, like this type of situation, like I think that this would be a dope interview to have. Like, these are the type of people like we love to talk to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, I don't want that. Like, because every time I go to certain situations, I'm always like, well, what if? Well, what if, right? And then instead of going for the purity of enjoying a concert or enjoying, a show, whatever we're doing at that moment, now I have a motive, and it takes me out of the being able to just enjoy something space. Right now I have a motive. Now I'm working, right? I'm never taking the time off. So I'm just kind of like, man, I don't even know if this is really what I want to do. Plus, man, who are we, right? We got 5,000 followers 5,000 or close to 5,000 subs on YouTube. Like, 5,000 on IG, and I think it was at 5 at Twitter. And it was like, this does nothing for DC, right? And so I'm like, so there's really no point. Let me just go and enjoy the show. My wife tells me, she's like, hey, or no. I ask, I'm like, hey, when I can't make a real, like, solid decision, I'm on the fence. I love asking my wife because she generally has a level head about the decisions that we need to make. And they almost always work out, seriously. While me, on the other hand, I told you I was impulsive and, I'll do something and really didn't give it no thought. And then we, wind up with something we don't need. But, so I tell her, I'm like, hey, I know about these tickets to go see DC, but I'm also thinking that this may be a chance to interview him. Oh, that's a great idea. You should. Are you for real? Yeah. Go talk to him. Okay, well, how should we do this? She kind of gives me the game plan on how to do it, man. My wife is smart, man. She kind of give me the game plan on how to do it. Woo. But we go, we enjoy the show. Dope outfits. We enjoy the show. You know what I'm saying? Excellent show. And in his show, he speaks about God and speaks about, how he deals with certain things and how he keeps going on. And I'm like, man, it's just great. So the show is over with. Like I said, great show. Everybody's getting up to leave. And I'm like, looking around. I'm like, okay, baby, how do we make this work? How do we make this happen? How do I get DC on the show? Like, really? And I tell him, like, really, you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter right now because this ain't really what I'm trying to do. I told you I'm trying to put you first. She's like, no. Like, we here. This is what we're about to do. And she gave me the rundown. I talked to his mans. And because his man's is like closing out the show, vibing out, got a couple people standing around for VIP. They get to have a little picture or whatever, little meet and greet, whatever. And so I'm just standing up. I go talk to his man. I'm like, yo, my name is Jay, Hip Hop Corner. This is what we cover. And I feel like this would be perfect for DC because how he's able to move in it in and out of settings, and he's not afraid to speak about his faith. And his man's is like, yeah, like yeah, for real. I'm like, okay. Anyway, we can talk to him and see if he's down. His man's is like, yeah, like, and actually, so y'all, I'm gonna find it too. I think I got a DM in here from him. But anyways, he's like, yeah. He's like, just stay around real quick. I'm like, all right, cool. So we stayed around for a little bit, and it's a while, like 45 minutes, but other people are still in there. And so after everybody dispersed, I'm like, okay, he in the back. Me and my wife just standing there, whatever. And his man's come back through and he's like, can I help you? I was like, yeah, bro. Like, you told me whoop the wop. And he's like, oh yeah, okay. Let me go to the back and just kind of see if he, because I think he gone. I'm like, he gone? He was like, yeah, but I'm gonna go back here. He go back there. We hear them laughing and joking, and what I'm saying, they kicking it in the green room, right? But it's like his man done forgot that we was out there. Oh. So one of the guys he had on tour with him, he comes out the back, and I'm like, yo, like, DC, like, I don't forgot the guy's name. He was like, I'm gonna see if I can find it.